Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 2 of our 7 days yoga journey into Christmas. Today is about connection. So, connection to ourselves, connection to everything around us and everyone around us. So, go ahead, come down on your mat, and let's get started. So set yourself up in a kneeling down position if it's comfortable. Any other sitting down position works well. But just find a nice long spine. So let's go ahead and lift the shoulders maybe up towards the ears and then drop them away from the neck so things can lengthen. Maybe move your head side to side, ear towards the shoulder just to create movement, space. Drop your head back, lifting the chin up. And then take your chin down to your chest. If you'd like to, hands to the back of the head, interlace your fingers, and let the back of your neck really lengthen. Pull down. Take another breath in. And another breath out. Go ahead and unroll yourself out of that. And we take our right hand over to the side. So I'll mirror you for these kind of movements when I'm facing you straight in front. So right hand to the side. Let's reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a nice breath in. And with the exhale, lean into the right side. So keep reaching actively through that hand. Open up your chest. Nice, yummy, deep side stretch through the body. And then go ahead, come back through center over to the other side. We reach the right arm up, take a nice breath in. And with the exhale, lean over. Open your gaze, your chest up. Keep that arm nice and straight, but reaching through the side. One more breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and come back to center. Take your hands behind you now. Fingers press into the floor and open up your chest. Pull the shoulders down. Gaze up. So we're just creating this initial space, this initial release with a bit of movement so that it will feel a bit more comfortable to sit and ground into our breathing. So take one more moment here, just opening up, shoulders pulling down, and then come back to center. Neutralize your spine. And we'll take our time to really settle in with our breathing and kind of doing this little breathing exercise that you can almost call or really visualize as a 360 degrees breathing. And what I mean by that is that we will really want to feel that pulsing sensation, the expansion in every direction, and then that softening coming back to the center of our breath, of our spine, kind of. So the body expanding and then coming back to center. And for that, see if you can take your index finger and your thumb around the lower part of your ribs. So kind of at the bottom of the ribs. Keep the hands close so that you're feeling that contact between the fingers and your torso. And just allow the shoulders to relax. And you can close your eyes here and just we start to sense the movement of our breathing. So see, where are you feeling it? And maybe you need to move around a little bit with the fingers just to find that place where the diaphragm, our breathing muscle, moves down and really allows the ribs to expand in every direction. So take a breath in, feel that expansion. Take a breath out, let things fall back to center. So the breath in expands in every direction. The breath out softens, pulls back to center. So breathe this way a few times, really registering the breath, registering that you are here and the body is breathing and you're really connecting to that sensation. So let the breath be quite light. It doesn't have to be the deepest, but rather focus on the sensation being gradual, that it's slowly expanding and very slowly falling, softening. And so the breath is really that bridge between the physical and the mental. We know it. It's the bridge between our mind and the body. So enjoy these moments connecting to the breath so that it connects you to yourself. And I just wanted to share with you this definition by Brené Brown. What is connection? So the way she defines connection is as the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. So continue to breathe that expansive way of inhaling and the softening, falling way of exhaling, connecting to the breath. When it comes to the relationships that we have with anyone around us, all of our relationships, what sets the tone for all these relationships we have with others is the relationship we have with ourselves. So allow this practice today to be the practice where you connect to yourself, where you meet yourself, where you welcome yourself fully, not just the parts that are easy to be with, that we like about ourselves, but all those parts within us that we keep in the shadows, that we don't want to feel or touch upon or accept. So really allowing this practice to be about meeting yourself and choosing courage, courage to connect, courage to accept, courage to be with ourselves rather than escaping what we're so good at. Whenever things get tricky, we want to run away from ourselves. So we stay today, we connect today to ourselves. So with that in mind, go ahead and blink your eyes open, release your hands. And let's come down into a tabletop position. Hands out in front, walk your knees back. Really connect through the hands into the earth, through the knees, through the toes, just feeling that connection, the touch, the senses. And with a nice breath in, we drop the belly down, arching the spine, lifting up into our cow pose. With the exhale, rounding into our cat, pushing the earth away, chin to chest. Really connect that with the breath, with the movement. So again, you're helping your mind stay in the body so it doesn't wander. Breathing in, we arch, drop the belly, gaze up. With the exhale, round. One more time, drop the belly, arch, pull the shoulders down. And with the exhale, we round up. Beautiful. Come back into your neutral spine, your tabletop, and then walk your hands forward. Take your elbows down and let them be in front of your shoulders. Hands together in prayer, and we come into this puppy pose. So keep your hips on top of the knees, but let the chest Fold down towards the ground. You're really opening through the shoulders, through the chest here. Palms in prayer. And if you'd like to, you can take the thumbs to the back of your neck. So reaching the hands towards the head here, maybe thumbs touching the neck. Keep pressing down through the elbows. Open up through the heart space here. We take another breath in. Take another breath out. Release your hands down. Press the palms into the floor, but you can keep them close to one another. And then start to lift up from here, taking your weight forward and kind of resting and dropping your thighs, your hips to the ground, and come into a Sphinx position. So if your elbows are quite back, slide them forward so we come to be underneath your shoulders. Spread the palms, press them into the ground, and really push away from the floor, lifting your chest up, shoulders pull down, wake up your glutes, draw the belly away from the ground. So you're really creating a lot of space for your lower back so it's happy. Keep shining your chest up. We take another breath in. And on the exhale, release yourself all the way down. Take your hands underneath your chest, your shoulders. With a breath in, we lift into our baby cobra. And exhale, come up into your tabletop position. So walk your knees to be underneath your hips again. Curl your toes into the ground. Grip the fingers into the mat, press the knuckles down, and then we broaden that upper back, really scooping the chest, the belly up towards the spine. Press into your feet, take a nice breath in here. And with the exhale, we lift the knees just a little bit, a tiny bit up from the ground, engage your core. With the breath in, tap the knees to the floor. Exhale, lift up, scoop the belly. Breathing in, we tap. On the exhale, lift. Let's do 3 more. Lift up. Feel that connection to the core. We lift up. 1 more time. And we hold to linger there. So keep your knees super close to the ground. Keep drawing the belly, the chest up and pushing the earth away. Reaching through the crown of the head. Waking things up, connecting to the body through feeling it, engaging it, waking up the muscles. Take another breath in. And with the exhale, see if you can press back into your down dog so you find a bit of release, but at the same time, we keep a bit of strength. We hold ourselves in the down dog. You can walk your feet out, bending through the knees, pressing through the hands. Nice, steady breath in. Steady breath out. Step your feet together in your downward facing dog. And with a breath in, right leg up to the sky, kick through the heel, press away from the hands. Exhale, knee to chest, step the foot through and take your back knee down to the ground. Lift up into Anjaneyasana, reach your arms overhead, and then take the hands into your heart in prayer. Really push into the earth, that front foot, the back knee, squeeze your inner thighs. And now we start to lift our chest towards the thumbs, towards the ceiling, and we lean gently back, opening up into a back bend, but we keep squeezing our glutes, really lifting away from the earth. If you'd like to, you can reach the arms overhead, reaching to the wall or the ceiling corner behind you. Stay open here, stay long, stay a little vulnerable as it feels a bit, exposing here. We take another breath in. On the exhale, gently release. Slowly take your hands to the ground. Lift the back knee up and step into your plank pose. Nice strong core. Press the heels away. With a breath in, rock forward. We take the knees down. And on the exhale, slowly for a count of 5, we bend the elbows and take ourselves down. 4, 3, squeeze the elbows in. 2, hover from the ground. And 1, release all the way. Breathing in baby cobra, you lift up. Exhale, tabletop, downward facing dog. Keep on finding some movement here, some release Where are you feeling this pull through the body? Where do you want to feel it? Where do you want to open up, create space or strength? And then step your feet together. With a breath in, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest, step the foot through, back knee down to the ground. Unroll the toes and reach your arms up into Anjaneyasana. Scoop the inner thighs up so you lift away from the floor. Take your hands into the heart now, into your chest. And then again, really strongly pushing the earth away from the legs. We lift our chest towards the thumbs, lean back, keep your lower back really spacious. And then maybe you reach the arms overhead, reaching behind your head. The back of the neck is long. Your lumbar spine is happy, spacious, strong. Last breath in. And exhale, gently come out of that. Hands to the ground. We step back into our plank pose. Fingers are really active, gripping the mat. We do it super slowly, but maybe this time we keep the knees up if that works for you, if it serves your body. So with a breath in, rock forward. Exhale, lower down to the floor for 5. Stay strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Breathing in, baby cobra. We open on the exhale, tabletop, downward facing dog. Walk it out, press through the hands, push away, open up through the shoulders, the chest, but keep them strong, rounding. And then walk your feet slowly to the top of your mat. With a breath in, we lift halfway up, hands to shins, push away, open the chest, shoulders pull back. Exhale, soften the knees, we fold, drop the head, the hands. Inhale all the way up, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, take your hands into the heart. Keep them here. Close your eyes and feel your breathing. Maybe if you've enjoyed that 360 degrees breathing, feeling it into our fingers, you can wrap them around the lower part of the ribs again. Just take a few moments to linger from your feet one side to the other here and feel the breath. Being with ourselves, meeting ourselves, meeting our body through the practice, being with it, whether things feel pleasant or unpleasant, challenging or easy. As long as it's not painful, I want you to explore it all. Find those challenges and let them teach you things about yourself. We take another breath in and another breath out. Open the eyes, release your hands by the sides. Lovely. From here, I'll just stand towards you. Can we step our right foot back and then over to the left side? So we cross it from behind that front leg. So the front knee can be a bit soft, the back leg is away from you, and then reach the arms overhead. We go ahead and hold the right wrist with the left hand. Take a nice big breath in. You really lift and lengthen. On the exhale, lean and stretch out the side of the body. So you're leaning over to the left, maybe bending a bit deeper through that front knee. You can open up your gaze, your chest towards the ceiling. Connect to the body. Feel the body through that sensation, that stretch. Last breath in, reach for the fingers up. And on the exhale, go ahead and release the hands. Step back into the center. We step our left foot back and then across over to the right. Find that good position to be strong and balanced, and then reach the arms overhead. Hold the left wrist. Breath in, we pull that arm up to lengthen. And with the exhale, we enjoy that side stretch, leaning to the right. A nice deep banana stretch here. Open up your gaze. Keep reaching through that hand. One more breath in. And exhale, release your hands. Step back into the top. So regrounding through the feet, finding strong Tadasana pose. With a breath in, reach the arms overhead. Lengthen up. Exhale, fold down towards the ground. Breathing in, halfway lift, lengthening, push away from the shins. Exhale, step back into your plank pose. Grip the fingers, broaden the upper back, engage your core. With a breath in, rock forward. Exhale, slowly, slowly to the ground, knees up or down, yogi's choice, but we strongly press ourselves down with control. And then into our baby cobra, open up, stay there. Squeeze the glutes. Make sure your shoulders aren't by the ears, kind of locking your neck or pushing the arms straight. Stay spacious. Pull the shoulders down. Lengthen the back of the neck. Create a lot of space for yourself here. And then we go ahead and bend the right knee, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. Pushing away from the hands now. Roll into your left side of the body. And then push away up into seated. Right foot lands to the side, the left leg stays straight. So slide your top hand a bit further. Reach the right hand towards the back of your mat, and with a big breath in, we start to circle that hand through the side and over our head into a nice, spacious, wild thing pose here. So you're opening yourself towards the ceiling, the hips, your chest, pushing strongly away from that front hand. Feet are pressing down, glutes are active. Full body. Connect to yourself fully. But don't work harder for yourself than necessary. Soften the face. Keep the breath moving. Last breath in. And with the exhale, roll back into your plank pose. Lower that right hand down. We're facing back to the front of our mats again. So just find your plank pose. And then from here, can you take your knees down to the ground into a tabletop? So let yourself release for a moment. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Curl the toes into the ground. And again, we curl the fingers. We scoop the front of the body into the back body. Very strong. And we press down to lift the knees just a little from the ground. Keep drawing that lower abdomen in. Either you stay here, or to build a bit more heat, more connection to ourselves through strength, we go ahead and kick the right leg back, keep that left knee low, and then take that right foot back down. Over to the other side, so kick your left leg back, straightening, right knee stays hovering, and then back in. Maybe this time, opposite hand to opposite foot. So kick your right leg back, maybe the left hand out in front, that left knee lifts a little, and then back to center, over to the other side. Left leg back, right hand out, and then come back. Keep hovering your knees for just a moment. We're feeling ourselves. We're not abandoning unless something is painful, then by all means. But here we're kind of playing around with a warmth. We're feeling the body, building that connection. So I'm kind of enjoying these little sway movements here, tapping one knee to the ground, turning to the side a little. But see if you want to add any other wiggle or holding still. Keep on building that warmth, that strength, that connection. One more breath in. And when you're ready, knees to the ground and roll your toes and let yourself just sit on your heels. Feel the warmth of your cheeks. Maybe even take your fingers just to, again, connect to yourself. Connect to the breath. And notice the thoughts. Welcome the thoughts because we don't want to get rid of them. We want to become aware of them. That's how we take the power away from them, especially those annoying, difficult, repetitive thoughts or the unkind thoughts. So whenever we fight them, we give them power. So we want to rather become aware of them, get close to them, connect to them, but do that consciously so they don't run in the background and they don't run our lives for us in that autopilot mode that we're very often living. So we take a nice breath in, a nice breath out. Lovely. Let's come down into our tabletop. From there, into your downward facing dog. Then walk your feet into the hands to the top of the mat. We breathe in, halfway lift, lengthen, push away, waking up the back body. Exhale, refold, soften the knees, drop the head. Breathing in all the way up, lengthen into the fingertips. Exhale, hands into the heart, releasing by the sides. Big breath in, arms overhead, lengthen. Exhale, fold down to the floor. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, we step back into our plank pose. Knees up or down, we make that very slow transition to the floor. So on your exhale, bend the elbows, keep the shoulders broad, the back of the neck long, and all the way down into the floor. Breathing in baby cobra, we lift up. Stay there, open the chest, shoulders pull back. Then bend your left knee, point the toes to the ceiling. Push away from the hands. We roll into that right side of the body, pushing up, stepping the left foot through the side. Slide the top hand forward, create that space for your wrist. And then reach the left hand out in front to the back of your mat. And with a breath in, we lift the bum, reach the arm overhead, and then up with the chest, with the hips opening towards the ceiling. The bottom shoulder is not collapsing by the ears. Really find that lift and length, resisting the earth, taking the energy from the earth to push up. Glutes are squeezing, arm is active, breath is moving. Last breath in, and on the exhale, roll down to plank. Left hand to the top of your mat, roll back through center. This time, stay in your plank, walk your feet back so we come into this wider plank. Really strong, don't let the hips dip or arch. So kind of notice if the lower back collapses in a bit of a back bend, and we want to keep it strong by engaging the core. So pull the lower abdomen towards the spine, tuck your tailbone, and then just explore. Maybe the feet can walk a little bit back, sliding. You're pushing the earth away through the hands, through the feet, keeping that line of your body engaged, especially around that midsection, the belly button, the lumbar spine. One more breath in. And when you're ready, can you come down onto the elbows underneath your shoulders? Take your hands together, interlace them, and we just stay here. Continue to build heat, warmth, connection to ourselves through the body first. Releasing it from maybe sitting a lot today. You know, we move the body to still the mind. So we'll get to see at the end, how do we feel to be still? But for now, ground in really feeling things, being active. So any movement here, maybe rocking forward and back, just keep drawing your belly up, squeezing your glutes, pressing through the heels. We take another breath in, push the earth, broaden that upper back. And when you're ready, knees to the ground and find the child's pose. Let everything soften. Maybe the knees want to open so you can really drop your head down. Maybe elbows out to the sides, palms together. letting things settle. We take another breath in and another breath out. Gently push yourself up from the ground, lifting, and find this kneeling position, taking the knees back together. Lovely. So we'll do kind of those side stretches and the little heart opener like we did at the start, but this time maybe option to take your hips up from your heels. So see how that will feel. So take your left hand to the side and we reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Take a nice breath in to lengthen. On the exhale, lean into the left side. Either stay here, enjoy that side stretch, or if you'd like to, you press into that hand and then start to lift your hips up. And play around to find a comfortable place. Maybe you want to come onto the fingertips of that bottom hand. Reach through the arm, leaning sideways. One more breath in. And exhale, go ahead, release. Over to the other side. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a nice breath in. And exhale, lean over to the right. Either stay here or maybe lift the bum up, lean into that hand a little, but you can come onto the fingertips so your wrist doesn't have to work. Keep reaching, find length, find space. One more breath in and exhale. Go ahead, release. We take the hands from the back like we did before. Press the fingertips into the ground. With a breath in, lift your chest, pull the shoulders down, gaze up. You can stay here opening if you feel that you're quite open and it will serve your body to lift the bum, to get a bit of a stretch through the quads, a bit of engagement through the back body, and a big opening through the chest, the shoulders. Maybe you lift the hips up. If your lower back feels jammed or compressed, lower the bum a little. So let's keep on meeting ourselves, the body, to how it's asking us to meet it. We want to be on the same page with the body. One more breath in. And exhale, release. Shake out your hands. And maybe let's come into a Sukasana position. Drop your bum down. Cross the ankles out in front of you here. And just really sit nice and tall through the spine. Relax your shoulders down. Lift your chest. And then close down your eyes. Let things settle. And if you'd like to, take your hands back again around the ribs, the lower part, the index, the thumb, hugging around your torso. And then we feel the breath. And notice how by feeling the hands, feeling that touch, you can direct the energy, you can direct the breath or kind of the awareness of how you feel it against the hands. So feel that expansion with the breath in every direction. And that softening, falling back to the spine. Inhaling, expanding in every direction. Exhaling to soften in every direction. Continue that way. Allow yourself to notice any changes, any shifts, subtle or big. The connection to the breath, the connection to the body. Do you feel a little more aware of how you are feeling physically? maybe a bit more connected, more open to meet yourself mentally, emotionally today, a bit more accepting to the way you feel, what's going on, because we don't need to get rid of anything. We meet ourselves by accepting ourselves, by being with ourselves, by staying with ourselves, by not abandoning ourselves, especially when we feel difficult or when something is weighing down on us. And really, the way we connect to ourselves is by being open, being vulnerable, having that courage to connect rather than escape. And taking it back to that phrase, that definition about connection, that it's all about wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, and wanting to feel valued. Can you give that to yourself here? To yourself first, or as well, before we really want that from other people? Or in addition, can we do that for ourselves, give that for ourselves? So stay here and really see yourself, hear yourself, all the thoughts, all the feelings, and try to appreciate and value yourself. Find rest in the breath. Keep feeling that movement, that pulsing, that continues to pull you back whenever some of those thoughts might catch you or make you feel caught or stuck. Let's take again a few breaths in, really calming, grounding, gradual expansion with a breath in, a soft fall with a breath out. 2 more. Release. Last one. And let it fall. Let's take the palms together in prayer. Gently bow your head down. And thank you so much for connecting with me today. Well done, and namaste.